is Saturday, 2nd of August 2025. Time is about 8 a.m. New York time. And as usual, it's another weekend for us to analyze the market, see where the major indexes and the dollar and gold and other important assets are going and how we can take advantage of it. So let's get into XPX 500, very similar to the NASDAQ 100. On the weekly setup, you already have your strong bearish engulfing setup right here. This right here tells me next week for sure, yes, we do will come back down. When we step down to the daily chart, the daily is already confirming a strong reversal. Remember, since we started this whole move up, we've never closed, except here. Okay, here is one that we do close below the 21, and we did bounce back up. And here we have closed deeply below the 21. And I was always saying that until we close below the 21, the uptrend was intact. Now that we have actually closed below the 21, to me, the uptrend technically is over. This is not a pullback to go further up in the short term. I'll show you some indicators as well on a higher time frame. Step down to the 4 hours. The 4 hours is hitting right to the 200 period moving average, and that's where you are getting your support at the moment. So yes, based on the 4 hours, I probably would expect some retrace from this level, and everybody probably might think, okay, it's a pullback to go further up. But based on a higher time frame, we're not going to break this all-time high that we formed. There's something here that I'll show you. This is a huge divergence between here and here. And with this divergence on a higher time frame, I'm not expecting us to go reclaim this high anytime soon. Target wise, our target was hit beautifully. 64.17 was hit. They cleared with liquidity above it beautifully, as they always do. Before any major reversal, the market makers would always trap liquidity at the top. We have our moving averages on 4 hours all crossing. When you have your 20 crossing the 50, your 9 already below all the two moving averages. This all suggests to you of a stronger correction rather than a bounce, a pullback bounce for us to be buying. Like I said, you're getting your bounce because we're hitting a major moving average on the 4 hours, which is the 200 exponential moving average. And that's about all that is going to happen. You might get a little bit of retrace back up to about 6,300. Okay, a move up to about 6,300 could be expected, but ultimately a further breakdown. I want us to step down